YouTube? Ed WeskerGriff coming back with a Mail Day recap video. As you can tell by the title of the video, going to be showing off a personal Grail card that I finally was able to add to the collection. Been trying to get this particular card for over 4 years, and finally one popped up on eBay and I couldn't believe it, and I quickly ran to purchase this card. I will say this is a card I have been looking for at the last couple nationals. Haven't been able to find it. It is numbered out of 25. It is a pretty difficult card to track down, but with patience and perseverance was finally able to add to the collection. So I'll show that card off first. I do have a couple other cards I do want to show as well, but let's show off the personal Grail that I've been trying to get for the last 4 years. So this is from 2018 Donruss. This is the Snow Days autograph, which is numbered out of 25, like I said. It is the Nick Foles Snow Day autograph card. So it's in the SGC holder. It's a 10 autograph with a 8.5 as the card grade. And I did not care at all what the grade of the card was, because this is a very difficult card to find. Whenever they pop up, they always sell immediately, because Nick Foles, Super Bowl winning quarterback for the Eagles, he is very beloved within the Eagles collecting community, and it's from a pretty what's the right word? Talked about memorable game, and that was the Snow Bowl game between the Eagles and the Lions. I remember that day vividly. It was snowing like crazy, and I could not believe that they were actually playing the game. It was kind of a snow blizzard. I think the city, we got close to over a foot of snow, and it came down so quickly, all the snow, and they were playing the game, and I was shocked. I'm like, first off, how did anyone get to the stadium? And is there anyone going to even be at the stadium? The visibility was awful. You can see highlights of that game. It's probably one of the NFL's best snow games out there that you can watch, and it was a crazy game. Eagles did win that game. Nick Foles actually, I think that was the season that he had the crazy touchdown to interception ratio, and one of the few interceptions that he threw was actually in that game. But it was just a wild, wild game. I remember going out, shoveling snow for a couple hours, coming in, drinking hot chocolate, and watching that game in its entirety. And great memories watching that game. And been tracking this card for over 4 years. And I think the last time that I had a legitimate opportunity to purchase this card was a seller in the UK actually posted one, and I think he posted for $60, and it sold instantly. And this card, believe it or not, the price on this card is pretty expensive. I seen copies go for $100. I was able to snag this one probably because of the low grade. I was able to snag it for $80, but I was just really, really thrilled to finally add this card into the collection. Just a really, really cool piece for the Eagles PC. So really, really happy about that one. And it just shows patience and perseverance sometimes in this hobby does pay off. Sometimes you will be rewarded, folks. Next is another card of patience and perseverance. Game of Thrones is back in the swing of things. House of the Dragon premiered 2 weeks ago on HBO. So far, so far the first 2 episodes are fantastic. Been loving the show so far. Looks really, really promising and really enjoying it. But I noticed an influx of Game of Thrones cards getting posted on eBay, and I still have yet to complete Season 7, the Rittenhouse Archives autograph set of Season 7. And to me, Season 7 is the final release from Rittenhouse Archives of Game of Thrones. of a set that's actually completable. What I mean by that is, and I've mentioned this a couple times on the channel, after Season 7, for Valyrian Steel and for the other products that was released through Rittenhouse Archives, like Season 8, Iron Anniversary, and Iron Anniversary 2, those, if you want to do the autograph sets for those particular product lines, they are not completable by any standards because there's super, super short prints in there. There's autographs numbered out of 1. I know Amelia Clark's in one of the products. She only has 3 total autographs in the line, hand numbered. So completing, and there's inscription autographs that are, there's multiple inscriptions. There's some inscriptions that were only done 3 to 4 times. There's some inscriptions that are less than 10, less than 5, so it's not completable. Even if you had truckloads of money, if you had Jeff Bezos money to hunt down those cards and to, it's just not feasible. It's not possible. So I think it's an impossible task to try to do. And Season 7 is the last set, is the last product release, in my opinion, that is completable if you're a set collector. So this is actually the set. There's 65 total autographs, and been working on this since it was released back in, I think, 2017 or 2018. There's 65 total cards in here, and I only need 6. There's 6 cards I need. And the reason I'm making this video, the reason I'm talking about this is because I added this card into the collection, Joseph Mall. This is the full bleed autograph of Benjen Stark. This was a card that at one point was selling for $50, and I just thought that was ridiculous for how much this particular card is. I was kind of stubborn, and I refused to pay that amount. And what happens with non-sports autographs sometimes is they will dry up and you will not see them for years. And this is kind of the case what happened with this particular card. It dried up, never came to auction. Rarely would you get a new list of this card as a buy it now. But since House of the Dragon came out, there's been more sellers. There's been people listing Game of Thrones cards. And this card got listed for $16.99. Buy it now. Immediately bought it and got it for under $20 into the collection, into the set. So I was really, really thrilled about that. What do I have left on here? I got some tough ones. Jim Broadbent. That's a $100 card in my opinion, but the ones up on eBay, there's one up on eBay. The guy wants $300, so we're going to be waiting on that one. Maisie Williams, Arya Stark. That's one that kind of bites. I had an opportunity to buy that for, I think, like $120 a couple years ago, which at the time I thought was high. But all her cards have since gone up, and that card doesn't really pop up too often. Then we have Bella Ramsey, who plays Lady Mormont. We have Nell Tiger Free, which is another card that I've been stubbornly trying to wait to come to auction, or a cheap buy it now pops up, but I haven't seen a new listing on that card in over 2 years. And then we have the Night King down here, which that card is surprisingly very expensive. That's almost a $100 card. But the one cool thing is, if you look right here, Joseph Quinn, that card has gone through the roof recently, because Joseph Quinn is Eddie. He plays Eddie in Stranger Things, and those are his only autograph cards that are out there. And that Joseph Quinn card, I paid $5 for it, and now it's like almost a $200 card. So that's pretty crazy. Thank God I don't have to pay $200 for that to complete the set, but it just shows you sometimes crazy things happen with some of those non-sports cards. All right, I think the history and the little lesson on non-sports is over. We got 2 other cards to show off. The next card is another card I was looking for at the National, and didn't surprisingly see it, but was able to find this for a great price up on eBay. Finally added this card into the collection. When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, this card went through the roof. It was closing in on $150. It has since come way back down to earth. This is from Fleer Mystique. This is an autograph numbered out of 750 of Doug Peterson. So finally added the only certified autograph card of Doug Peterson from 1999 Fleer. Doug is now the coach of the Jaguars, and I hope he has great success down there. He was a big part of the reason why we won a Super Bowl and were able to beat the Patriots with all his extremely aggressive and ballsy calls that he made in the playoffs and in the Super Bowl. And I really think Doug Peterson got a raw deal here in Philadelphia. And even with the fans, I think some of the fans harshly judge him too harshly. He's the only coach in Eagles history with a Super Bowl win, and I have nothing but love for the guy. So was really, really, really happy to finally get an autograph of him into the collection. And last but not least, we have this 2001 Topps Heritage Chrome Jimmy Rollins with the 54 Topps design there, refractor. These are numbered out of 554, so only 554 copies. But just a really, really cool card. Love the shine on this. Might send this into SGC, although I'm really, really hoping that SGC will eventually lower their price off $25, because I have a bunch of cards I would love to get slabbed. But just a really, really cool looking Jimmy Rollins there, especially in the 54 retro design. So that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching the video. Leave any comments down below, and have fun with the hobby, guys. Take care. Peace. Thanks for watching.